Morning, you live? We're
Right,
live.
I finally found it.
Good. We're live on Instagram and on Facebook, of course, but mainly we're live on our website, which is where we love being live. I'm excited to say that we're going to show you a couple of Christmas gifts today. I'm also excited to say that soon, maybe next week, we'll be announcing a new course, and I just made an extra video for it that Angela, I think she's just going to love that, putting that extra video in. It's a really good video for our course. Angela's making a workbook for it, but I'll tell you all about that next week because it's going to be here soon. And Angela's got a great outfit on today. She's got like long black boots. Oh, it's so cute. Come on, let me turn it on you. I just love your little outfit. It's so cute. You look great, sweet. Ah, isn't that lovely? Okay, so that's so cute. Anyway. So we're going to do some hooking. When last week, remember, we got our bases down, and that was really important, like to sort of get your foundation for your rug. But let's take all the wool off this rug and let's really have a good look at it, because I'm thinking about that with the rug I'm doing inside too. Like at some point, you got to say, okay, I got to see this thing. All right. And I was talking about the flowers, and I left not being sure and going out and getting some other dark colors for outlining the flowers. But let's really have a look at this rug. And Rosemary was saying on one of our social media posts that sometimes what she does is she takes her Shetty Camp frame and she lays it on a chair like this. And then she can see it, right? So let's go back and have a look at it. That's an important thing, is to get back and look at your rug. So that orange is clearly wrong, right? That is one of the things I can see. It is so wrong. Wow, that surprises me. Okay, isn't this gorgeous though? Okay, this pattern is available for sale on our website. It's seed pods and poppies and seed pods. Wow. What do I do now? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this a little turn because I have this little area done right here, I can get myself another couple of inches. So I like to do that when I'm making a rug. Like I like to get it along so I can see a little further along. And that's the beauty of your Shetty Camp frame. I don't try to sell these frames too hard. I'll tell you why. Because we just keep them in stock. Like we get a batch in and then all of a sudden we're emailing Luke for another batch because they are a good frame and they sell themselves. When someone sits down at it, they realize, oh my gosh, I gotta have this. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself an extra inch or so. So that means I'm going to take I just like to see the tops of those flowers and maybe her neck, you know. I'm just going to take this and move it along. Okay, so now I can see all the flowers. She's kind of standing on a sea of blue. Okay. Darn. Can't. I'm going to have to get a piece of a chalk line. I'll be right back. So we had Girl Guide cookies in the studio this week. Kaylee's favorite, the mint kind. And then someone came and said, no, I really like the cream kind. So I said, well, when I see them selling those, I'll buy those too. But we bought 2 boxes and there's only a few left. Did you have one, Lorna?
I might have 1 or 2.
You might have had 1 or 2. What about you, Angela?
Nope.
Didn't eat them? No?
I like the vanilla.
You like the vanilla. Oh, that was you. That was you who said that. So I said, I'll buy those when I see them. But I haven't seen those. I like the vanilla too. Prefer it.
I used to sell them, and when I sold them, they were $2.50 a box.
Now they're $6.
Oy.
Yay. That's what they cost. But Girl Guides is a great organization. It really, really is. You were a Girl Guide, were you, Angela?
Yep.
Were you Girl Guide, Lorna?
No.
No.
I was a swallow, and in brownies, I was a fairy.
Oh. Is there, like, you get to be a different thing when you're a Girl Guide? You're like, there's things within Girl Guides?
Yeah, there's
Different groups, like.
yeah.
Oh. We were kind of talking about that yesterday for some reorganization that we were doing, remember? We're talking about, like, levels. I'd like to have levels of learning in our courses. It would be fun. Okay. Let's go here. Still don't know the color of the outline. The background, I mean. Okay, so this is a lot easier to work from, isn't it? Like this. You can see it a lot better. So let's see. The hook is there. The scissors are there. I'll put up my fancy scissors. And I'm just going to pull this color and see about outlining in that color. And the reason why I'm choosing this color is because it relates to everything that's going on in the bottom. So I am going to work on outlining. And right here, I'm going to do a double outline where it hits her dress. And so I'm going to keep this outline really like flowing, kind of flowy in and outside the lines. There we go. Now we're going to get up here. I'm going to go single because this is more delicate, thinner, and there we go. Beautiful. Just love that sound. So last night I made paella for supper and it was really good. I didn't have any scallops or mussels for it, but I just use shrimp as the seafood. There's like a fennel sausage from the Italian market. There's a little bit of chicken and some shrimp, some rice, some peppers. Peppers I got at the farmer's market down here in Amherst. There's a farmer's market on Fridays. And this week is the Nova Scotia Fiber Art Festival week. I was thinking we should have had them on earlier to talk about all the programs and events that are going on this week. Maybe next year we'll have them as a special guest to talk about it. We could have them in September. This is the right color, I believe. Okay, we got to decide on a background. Now, someone said they didn't like the cream, but I kind of do like the cream, so I'm not giving up on that. And I like these marks here, these daisy marks. I don't know, that has potential to me to be something. Even when you hook your own patterns, sometimes you adapt them. So I'm just going to do a double where it hit the dress. I'm not going to do a double anywhere else. I don't like this here, so I'm going to change that as I make it. I'm going to change that a little bit. I'm going to make it more ragged. There we go. Ooh, found this little piece of black hanging underneath. Out.
So I have a bit of a question,
Oh, you do.
but it has nothing to do with raw cooking.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Doesn't really matter unless it's like something to do with something we shouldn't be talking about.
No, I don't think so.
We're good.
So this is my question.
Okay.
Why, when you buy a turkey
Yeah.
and it comes with instructions
Yeah.
and you follow the instructions and half your turkey is raw?
You had a half raw turkey again.
So the top was beautiful,
Yeah.
and I actually put a few strips of bacon on it.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
was-
that'd be delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when I took it out, the bottom was all pink.
But was it like dark pink, or was it like wet pink? Like was it pink? Like
Like slimy, like yuck. Not, yeah.
yeah,
I don't
like
know.
not cooked.
I don't feel like it was cooked.
Yeah, because like the dark meat is sometimes kind of pink on a turkey, right?
Yeah.
When you cook it, and that is cooked, but it's darker. Your hair looks nice today, Lorna. Did you do something different with it? No, looks really good. Really full. So sometimes it is like it's a little pinker, but it's like almost pink and gray, like brown.
No, this wasn't brown.
No. Okay. So I don't know. You could always just turn it. You could turn your turkey over and cook it too, right? Sometimes you could do that. You could just turn your turkey right over and cook it on the top side.
Kaylee was saying that her mom turns it high, and then when it's almost done, she turns it down.
Yeah, that's what I usually do too. I usually cook it for a long time on a low heat. It just makes it more tender. Yeah.
But they don't say that in the directions.
It's usually
This is the second
so
time
many
this has
minutes per
happened.
pound. Well, just cook it longer.
Yeah, but then I feel like the top's gonna dry.
Dry out. Yeah. Turn it over because if you turn it over, all the juice from the top will run into the
Okay.
I think that would work. I think it would work. I mean, everybody weigh in on Angela's turkey troubles here.
It's like flashbacks to my roast troubles.
So, you might be telling something about yourself there, Angela. Your troubles with your turkey and your roast.
Oh, I can't cook.
But I kind of feel like you're not a bad cook. Like that soup you made that time was good, and I see things you bring in, they look good.
Someone's asking if you use a meat thermometer.
Oh yeah, you could use meat thermometer.
I did.
You did. You did everything right. Like, I don't know, I've never had any trouble with turkey, but I like my white meat really dry. So I don't like that sort of, I don't like it to be spongy, wet kind of white meat. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, anyone have any suggestions for Angela and her turkey? Turkey, we're talking turkey here because we had Canadian Thanksgiving. So did you eat the turkey and was it okay? Was supper okay?
Oh yeah, the top was great. So I cut off the bottom and I'm gonna
Cook
put
it
back
some
in the
more.
oven,
Yeah, that'd be fine. Lorna, did you make your sandwiches that you were making?
I did.
How? Okay, tell me about those.
They were good. They were better the second day.
Yeah.
But, no,
What
they
did you
were good.
do with them? What kind of?
It was just pulled chicken. I'd
Yeah.
done a recipe for in the crock pot.
Yeah.
And then you put them on a bun
Yeah.
with coleslaw. And I made my own coleslaw.
Oh.
And onion rings.
And you just use like frozen onion rings.
Yeah.
I think that sounds so good. And what kind of buns did you use?
They were just like nothing fancy because I wanted a 12-pack. So I would just
Like hamburger buns or something?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds so good to me.
Yeah, but it was really good the second day. But I
Yeah.
think the first day, I was trying to feed it, get them ready. So by the time I get mine, it was not as warm.
Yeah.
So second day was better.
Yeah, the second day was better.
Wasn't as good as the Vancouver one, but it was good.
But it was good.
Yeah.
And you had been to Vancouver and tried that.
Yeah,
Tried it
yeah.
somewhere. Yeah. That sounded really good to me. So you could just you could do something else with the rest of that turkey, Ange. I think it'd be fine, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. We had a real traditional turkey dinner at my sister-in-law's.
Is your turkey covered?
Yeah, with tin foil. And then I take it off during the last.
Your bottom burner is working, right? Sometimes your top burner will work and your top bottom.
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's true too.
Yeah, and I had it on convection bake.
Yeah, so that's a circular. That should. You know what? What degree did you have it at?
375.
Oh, that's high enough.
And I had some water. I put water in the bottom of mine for gravy.
That's what someone else just said. Put a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. That's nice. Nice. So I'm working on a rug at home and it's really challenging, but so challenging this morning I didn't want to work on it. And then I thought, no, you gotta, when something's challenging, that's a good time to work on it. If you're finding it hard, and you've been avoiding it like for a little bit, then go. Don't let it own you. Like go take control of it. That's my go get your work done. Right now I'm kind of like in art mode with my rugs, just sort of seeing where I can push them. Okay. And I guess the inspiration session is going to come out next week, Angie. This week.
Yeah.
What's the date today?
Today's 17th.
Today's the 17th? Today's not the 17th.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty sure it's the 17th.
Oh, well, maybe it's going to come out very soon. We usually put it out around the 20th, don't we?
Yep.
So Monday. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. I can't believe it's the 17th. The map went out then, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's something. It bewilders me.
Well, fast time goes.
It does. Oh, I love this. I don't know if I'm going to love it when I start putting color in, because that's where the trouble began. This is a beautiful rug. This was I think it's the Mecha, we call it. And I'm going to get that in here. I'm going to start putting that in here. So that's combining the reds and the yellows that are already going on in this rug. Sweet coral's not going to make it, I don't think. I love that color, but it's not the right color for this. But this might make it, which is sort of like the Suave or Sauve wool that we're going to show today later. This is kind of an orangey red coral, and I'm going to see if I need to show some contrast here. And I'm going to see if that will give me enough contrast. And it, there's not a lot of contrast here, but the real thing that you'll see here is there's a difference between the textures. And I think that will do it. No, this is an old wool sweater that I had. I think someone gave me this because I don't wear this color much. So I'm just going to hand cut a bit of this. Put some of that in here. Oh, making a racket. Making a racket. Don't you feel lucky that you hook rugs? Like it's just such a nice place to go to spend a little time with yourself, and you get something at the end of it. You got something to show for your time. It's just a perfect hobby. Lorna, did you get your electricity in?
75% is done.
Oh, that's good. 75 is good.
Yeah. I think they're out at your cottage today.
Ronnie went out with them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
We owe him.
What?
We owe him for the next year. Whatever he wants, we'll do.
He's been good to you.
Exactly.
Oh,
So I gotta
that's
be
nice.
good back.
Oh, good. Okay, I love the way this is hooking up. So this is the Mecha wool from We Have It. It's probably under Rasta and Friends. I don't know if it's, oh my gosh. Like this is gonna make this rug. This beautiful flower. Oh, it's so lovely. So I'm gonna move it around in here. Okay, we'll work on that next week. So you come to Thursday Live because we're just being ourselves. We're not, or I guess it's a bit of a show, but mostly it's just what happens here in the studio. And one of the things that's happening here in the studio is we are working to build our wholesale business. Like we want to sell kits to stores because we have employees who are able to work and able to make the kits. And that's one reason. But the real reason, the main reason, is that we want to bring rug hooking to a larger community. We want more people hooking rugs because we just believe that when people hook rugs, it has the potential to make them happy, make their life more fun. They have a hobby, they can use it for self-expression. Like there's so many reasons why rug hooking makes your life better. One woman told me this week she met a friend through rug hooking, and she has a buddy system with that friend. So she lives alone in the woods, and she has this friend, and every day they tag team, like once in the morning and once in the evening, just to say, hey, how's your day? You know what I mean? They just check on each other. And she found that through rug hooking. Like, I think that's pretty darn amazing, really. Should I add a little red to this? So I just think that you can do so much with rug hooking. So for me, part of my mission in life is to have this as a craft that's available and accessible to many people in many places. And no, that's going to wreck that. Look how I could wreck that so easy. I could just wreck it just right now. I could hook that in and just wreck it. I'm not going to do it. I hate it when the colors doesn't, I don't like it when it doesn't obey me. The colors, they're like, this is perfect. And then the colors like, I'm not listening to you. I'm just going to be myself, which, you got to respect a color for that, don't you? They just do what they do. So there's lots of beauty in rug hooking. And one of the things we did was we created a couple of Christmas beginner kits, and I just want to show them to you. And here they are. We have the Midnight Snowman, and we're doing a workshop next week. Mary's hosting it this week, Friday, tomorrow. So if you wanted to come tomorrow, I'm right out of it. I don't know the date. I don't know the date. I don't know when we're doing the workshop. We're having a workshop tomorrow, Friday, and you can choose one of these kits. And you can register online if you want to, but you can also just buy the kit, or you can buy the kit for someone for Christmas. I just love Santa in the tree lot. He's just the sweetest Santa. And I've always loved a snowman at night. So it's the midnight snowman, and his scarf is blowing in the wind. And I always liked getting a twig. I haven't made a snowman for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. How about you? It's been a while. You been a while since you made a snowman, Angela?
Have you ever made one?
Yeah.
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 You can hook a snowman. These kits, I don't think this one's on the website.
That's just kid of the month this month?
Oh, that's kit of the month
This
this
month?
month. Is there still time for people to join?
Yes.
And do we have extra?
Yes.
Oh, so the kit of the month this month. So what happens with kit of the month? It works like this. It's simple. I go around, I look at the rugs that I make. I say, oh, I love that. And then we put that on the cover, and we make a design that's inspired by a rug, an original rug that I made, and it's a limited edition. So canola on the island, because I went to PEI and there was canola everywhere, and it was just so beautiful. So I made this simple design. So in here is the kit of the month, has everything you need and a color key to make that rug, and it changes every month. Now you can join this club quarterly, or you can join it monthly. So it's up to you.
Or
If you want to join,
bi-monthly.
or bi-monthly, or we have a bi-monthly option. So you can get it every 2 months. You can get it monthly if you're quick, or you can get it quarterly. So kit of the month this month is canola on the island. And you can see in here the kinds of textures that are in it. Like there's it's all the blues are hand dyed. Looks like all the golds are hand dyed. And there's a little bit of black for your line in the center. And we've got some big merino. We've got some 1-ply, and we've got some Briggs and Little, and we've got some coral cloth. So, and it changes every month, and the kit is on linen. All our kits of the month are on linen. So there you go. So we have 3 different kits here. We have the Kit of the Month Club. How long more will it be open? It'll be open for another week or 2,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. So at the end of the month, like towards the end of the month, Kit of the Month often closes. So if you go on and it's not available, you have to come back again the next month. So
And they get shipped out at the end of each month.
they get, yeah, so if you join today, it gets shipped out the end of the month, right? Or the end of the, the end of the month. And so these are 2 great kits, and these are available wholesale. We wholesale these to stores if you have a shop in your area who's interested. So I'm going to put those back there because she had them in such a nice, you had them done so nicely. They look so good. This hidden project over here is not to be shown because it's for next year. This one is Daisies Over the Western Sky, and it is a kit that we still make. We created this for our Renew retreat last year, and it has everything in it, including a hook, and you can see some of the textures that are in this right here. There is all kinds of different textures in here. And oh, there's some caracal in there, and there's some hand-dyed Briggs and Little. There's some, what's that one called? Big Softy. So, we put a selection in. This one is mostly yarn, and this is the kit that you make, and that's available on our website. Is this under featured products? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. And is Kit of the Month under featured products? Yep. Oh, awesome, Angela. Now, this yarn is an interesting yarn, and it's called Solve Merino, and it's made in Italy. And I just want to show you, do you know how much this yarn is, Angela? Not sure. No, I'm not sure either. But I just want to show you. It's already like, it's almost like it's a crocheted, and it has a bit of alpaca and merino in it, and so it's kind of has a fuzzy feeling to it. So like for us, this beige here would be a great one. We can hook a little bit of that in. I'll just hook a little bit of that just to show you what it looks like. But look at the gorgeous colors it comes in. I brought home these 2 colors. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're all under new products. They all have different names. Patrick names them. And it's SOAVE, and it's a Mondial wool. This would have been great in our rug too. Oh, that would have been really good. Yeah, would have been really nice to sort of, it could have been the flowers, or it could have been touches in her dress. But let's see if we want to do, say if we wanted to show this over here against the cream. So this is what this wool works like. I got to save that. So I would double it because it is a very fine wool. But it's like, it's not that fine, right? It's about like this. It just has a lot of air in it because it's crocheted through, kind of. So if I wanted to show the details over here, these details that I drew in, like if I want to do something kind of interesting in my background, and then shave off the tops a little bit if I wanted to. Oh. What if I did that? I'm not sure I'm going to use this, but I do like it and I do want to show you. I'm just going to hook it in a chunk for you too, so you can see what it looks like when it's all together. So this is a very nice neutral. Oh, actually that looks, I'm just going to leave that like that right there, almost like a circle. And then I'm going to do this and do it in like a dotty area over here.
I just want to say for the new hookers, because I have a few questions, that if you go on the website,
Yeah.
there is a free course
Yeah.
on beginning of hooking.
There is a free course, and it's comprehensive. You'll learn how to hook rugs from that course. It's not like, here's a free course, now buy a course so we can teach you. It's not like that. It's a course that has lots of information in it, and there's 5 videos, and I'll explain to you the process of making rugs and frames and all that. So now look at that. That looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that as like a little reminder of what I could possibly do next week. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you. That's it for us. For Lorna and Angela, do you guys have anything else you want to say today? Sure doesn't sound like it. Anything else? Nothing? All right. So this is what I want to remind you, that when you share rug hooking, you never know what you're sharing. You could be sharing a buddy system for somebody. You could be sharing a friendship. You could be sharing, you could be teaching someone how to make time real. And I think, like, when we end up with something very real at the end of it. And you could be teaching someone how to do that. So when you share rug hooking, you never know what you're going to share. So now your job is to go and share it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for telling people about the studio. I really appreciate it, because I know you do, because people come in and tell me you do.